Welcome to Chair Yoga at the Prescott Library. I have my partner in crime here. Grab a mat, probably your dog on the mat, and have some hand weights. I have my 1 pound hand weights. Take a nice big breath in, bring your shoulders. Just drop them back and down, opening up your neck. Gentle circles backwards. Reaching your hands up and just stretch, kind of visualize your vertebrae opening all the way up, giving you some space in between there, letting those pads and discs just open up. Make yourself taller. Maybe today is tall yoga day, stretching really tall, really big. And a gentle stretch towards the right, relaxing your shoulders. Up and over. And all the way up and relax your arms down. Focus in your core and bringing the base of your ribs together. Feels like it's different than just engaging your core. So a little side to side movement. And a nice cat stretch. Dropping your shoulders down. A nice big breath coming up. And just slowly dropping your arms, holding them open. Visualize that you have, 5 pound weights on each hand. Being that it's winter, maybe you're into planting. Your seeds started early, really early, and coming up, and you're dropping down, and reaching up, drop your shoulders down, and letting your shoulders relax. And bring your hands back together. Coming up, a lot of shoulder openers. And dropping down. Bring your hands back and down. Coming back, a little side to side movement. Nice big breath, reaching up. Taking a hold of your left arm and just pulling up and over. So you probably feel a stretch like right at the base of your shoulder blade. Gently coming down into your side. Nice long pull. And coming up, switch sides, holding onto your wrist. Up and over. Make sure that your tummy is working, keeping your back supported. Nice big breath. Coming up and releasing all the way down. And dropping your head towards the right. Start opening up your neck. And you can let your left arm relax down. And coming up over towards your left. And just gently drop your arm down if you're ready. gazing down towards your elbow. Maybe with all this you've already found some tight spots in your body today. Just breathe, relax everything out. Nice big breath coming up. And bring your hands out in front. Then we have our little exercise ball. Opening up your shoulders with some nice stretches. Just gentle rotations, and you can hold it, you can twist it a little bit deeper. Opening up your shoulder. And just bring your body into it, opening up your waist. Do a few more. And relax. A little side to side action, moving your body. And bring your hands together, clasp them underneath, and reach up. And dropping in front. And remember which hand is kind of more on top. Just stretching out a little bit longer. And just relax your shoulders down, shake them out. And remember which one was on top. So my right hand was on top first, now it's my left hand. And do a few stretches. And reaching up. Just gently dropping them down. Take some small circles, just dropping your hands either in between your legs. And if you think this is a little too easy, you can grab your hand weights and make some small circles. I'm holding pretty lightly, so my fingers are more kind of cupping the hand weights, and then going the opposite direction. Getting some good shoulder stretching, shoulder work today. Try to keep your shoulders up a little bit, coming up just a little bit, so you're working your core. Big breath, slowly coming up and dropping in. So this, we're doing a lot of back work, so really work your tummy and coming up. And coming up. And dropping down and coming up. And dropping down. Bring your shoulders back a little bit with each rotation. Have a little bit of a bigger movement. And coming down. And coming up. Coming back and down. So this is working our back, our core, and our shoulders. Now, you can go higher in weight. I do like to just keep it small, 1 or 2. I think 3 is probably more than enough. form stays pretty spot on. I do think when I go a little bit heavier, then my form kind of goes right out the window. Gently opening up the arms and dropping down. And dropping down. So you might notice that the lower part of your tummy is getting warm. It means they're working them. And coming up. Bring your hands, just kind of a small pumping action. Holding. Nice stretch out. Kind of wiggle your feet in together. Holding them in and out. And dropping down. So we're doing some small arm lifts. Use your deltoids. So I'm bringing my hands so my thumbs are on top. And forward. So if your arms are a little bit tired, that would be probably appropriate. And relax down. Give your arms a bit of a break. Let's take a nice big breath. Circle your arms. And bring your right arm up and over. Left arm, kind of just give yourself a nice gentle squeeze in. Switch. Feeling a nice stretch in your shoulder. And slowly relaxing them down. Little shoulder roll again. Bring your hands back and behind you. So I'm going to grab my hands and clasp them. And just bring my shoulder blades together. Pulling your hands down and away. This one I think is always a little, has some element of trickiness if we're seated, because my hands actually can go down a little bit further than the chair. My arms are not quite as long as my torso, but in order to get a good stretch I need a little bit more space. So just kind of acknowledge that and just slowly let them go. Probably feel that right in the fronts of your shoulders and probably even into your neck a little bit. Shake them out. Nice big breath, reaching up. And doing the same thing, clasping your hands behind your back, dropping them down. And dropping your head a little bit towards the right. Up and over towards your left. Nice big breath coming up and reaching up and just gently dropping in, elbows to your knees, stretching your body towards me. Nice big breath coming up. And dropping your hands down, stretching towards me. Again, making sure that your tummy is engaged, keeping your low back supported. And coming up. This time, swan dive all the way down, just letting your body relax. Nice big breath coming up. And once more, dropping all the way down. Nice big breath, bring your hands to your knees, pressing up. Nice big breath and a gentle twist towards your right. And nice big breath coming up. And taking a twist. Nice big breath coming up. And dropping it again towards your right. A nice big breath coming up. And dropping down. Nice big breath coming all the way up. And just gently dropping down. Bringing your right leg over your left leg and just sitting in and doing a nice reach forward, dropping your shoulders down. And coming up. And reaching forward. And coming all the way up. And once more, stretching all the way forward, opening up your low back. Probably feeling good stretch in your hips. And coming up. Switch legs. And reaching up and dropping forward. And coming up. And dropping in. And coming up. And once more, coming forward. And coming up. Widening your knees just a little bit. A nice big breath. Right arm down, opening up towards the left. You can add a hand weight to this if you want to, if you need a deeper stretch. For me, I always feel like I get enough of a stretch, so kind of play that one by ear. And dropping down and switch sides. And switch sides. And switch sides once more, nice long stretch. Dropping down, a little side to side movement. Coming to the edge of your seat, sitting up real tall, really work on that tummy and gently coming back. So I'm holding on to my tummy because I'm feeling the tummy elongate. And then sit up. And coming back, elongating, and you'll notice that all of a sudden it kind of starts to, I would say, protrude out or bulge out, kind of like right in the middle. When you get to a certain point, go back, kind of come up out of that. And dropping back in right to the elongates, really holding in real strong. That is your perfect boat pose. Now, if your boat pose can take you further back without your tummy doing that, perfect. And coming up. Nice big breath, engage your tummy coming back, and then notice where that spot is. So that's a lot of lower core stuff. So doing a boat pose, it's not necessarily a ton of that lower core, but it's a lot of the rectus abdominis muscles, which is kind of that middle tummy part, and a lot of that really lower stuff. And coming up and relax down. Nice big breath and coming up, and find just a hair back. So I'm going to say I'm probably dropping back 2 inches. Gently pump your legs up and down like we're stepping on a bicycle. Or if you want to visualize that you're kind of pressing, you can press. Just make sure that your tummy's working, hands are out, a lot of core work. I always like it when you can work your core without, I don't know, those traditional sit-ups. Only what they would have done that in elementary school, huh? Coming up, relax it out a little bit. Nice big breath, dropping in a little bit. And coming up. Bring your hands up. Coming back. Again, pumping. And then find what you liked. If you kind of liked a bicycle, or if you just kind of like the little kicking out, get a little extra leg work in there. Just make sure you're keeping your tummy engaged. And sitting up. Nice big breath, taking your right leg over. And bring your right arm underneath. And dropping forward. And coming up. And coming up. And dropping in. And coming up and relax. And switch sides. Bring your left arm underneath and just gently dropping in. So it gets the shoulders, so if your shoulders got a good workout and they feel a little bit tight, just acknowledge that. I'm noticing my one shoulder is a little bit tighter, so I don't know if it was just tight to begin with or we worked it that much. And coming up. Coming up, relax your arms out. Nice big breath coming. Bring your hands together. Bring your hands forward and down. So if you want to use your hand weight, and coming up and back. And dropping in. And back. And dropping down. So a lot of strong back with some of these bent over positions, and you don't have to go down too far. And coming back. And dropping in. As long as your tummy's working, that's all that matters. And gentle twist. And dropping your hands down. And down on the left. And to the right. Always interesting how different parts of everything work. So I can feel this actually quite low in my core. Where you're really using a lot of core muscles with this twist. Now if it's too easy, you know, I don't want it to be too easy if you don't want it, right? So as you come up, come back a little bit and dropping down. Now staying in that back position, the nice twist. Kind of a jar twist on this one. As well as some arms. And once more. Nice big breath, relaxing it down. And dropping your right arm down, opening up. And twist. And nice big breath, just dropping in a little bit of a cat stretch. Up, pressing up, and dropping your head towards the right. And coming up. And coming up. Bring your hands kind of right behind your ears and press your head into your fingers, fingers into your head, opening up your neck and your mid-back. Holding in. And then doing the same fingers in just above your eyes, pressing into your fingers. This muscle, this actually gets into that sternocleidomastoid. It's kind of a, it's a muscle that goes, I would say, more ear, part of your jaw, right down into your clavicle. So pressing in helps open all that up. And again, pressing back. We used a lot of our shoulders today, so I just want to make sure that our necks are good and loose. Down. Pulling your head just gently towards your left. You can just leave it as this if you need to deepen the stretch. Letting your arm relax down. And switch sides. big breath coming up. Little shoulder roll. And pressing your fingers back again. Head into the back, fingers into the back of the head. Elongating your neck just a little bit. And switch sides. See if you can drop your shoulders a little bit more, putting a smile on your face. And head over towards your right, dropping your left arm down or wrapping it around, opening up your neck. Relax. And relax. Nice big breath. Bring your hands, you're going to open up the forearms. And switch sides. And switch. Opening up the inside of your wrist. So no matter what you're doing this time of the year, if you're knitting and crocheting or sewing or reading and doing crossword puzzles, these muscles get pretty tight. And I've been adding a little bit more knitting to my evenings, and I notice that the inside of my wrist do get kind of tight from that. I also haven't knitted for a while, so using those muscles again can get really tight. And just shake them out a little bit. Once more, right arm down. And switch sides. Roll them out a little bit. Switch sides. Switch. And relax down, little side to side movement. Nice big breath all the way up. And swan dive down. Hands to your knees, pressing up. And all the way up and dropping down. Take your right leg over. And twist. And nice big breath. Switch legs and twist. Nice big breath coming all the way up. And just gently relaxing your hands down. Pull your shoulders back and down again. Relax your jaws. Take a few gentle breaths in and out. Thank your body for the hard work it did today. Namaste.